the right is very concerned. The kids are not okay. And Wayne LaPierre, this ghoul, I mean, really, one of the worst human beings on the planet. He was at CPAC, and, as always, I guess we've moved from the knockout game to the DSA game. Here it is.
That's the way it is these days. On college campuses, a Communist Manifesto is one of the most frequently assigned texts. Karl Marx is the most assigned economist.
Nice.
And there are now over 100 chapters of Young Democratic Socialists of America at many universities, and students are even earning academic credit for promoting socialist causes. In too many classrooms all over the United States, and I know you think about this when you decide where you're going to send your kids to school, and your kids think about it too.
Okay, one thing I could tell you is that most kids are not thinking about it. They're thinking about because if they're thinking seriously because of the absolute terror of our modern economy and the pressures of inequality, capitalism, and shrinking opportunity and resources, they're thinking, where can I go and what degree can I obtain that can provide me some modicum of safety in a totally unequal world with diminished prospects and slashed safety nets. And if they're not thinking that, then they're probably thinking maybe I want to sort of learn and expand my horizons, which I'm sure that Wayne LaPierre wouldn't be into. And then the third thing they're thinking is, where's the best beer? What is the fastest opportunity for me to have unlimited party experiences when I'm not governed by my parents anymore? And then hopefully in between all of that, they will read some Marx and some historians and some economists and understand how to generate a world where someone like Wayne LaPierre doesn't exist anymore, let alone gets compensated to be a bagman for death cartels.
A good stat from the in these Times article from a few weeks ago on the young DSA is since 2015, the average age of a DSA member has dropped from 64 to 30.
That's amazing. I mean, look, this is the policies you people designed. You created a world where any rational young person would join DSA. If you're a young person and you're not interested in DSA, you're literally a cuck for the corporations and the business interests that are destroying you. Like, that is a absolutely appropriate, non-ironic use of the phrase that, as it has actually been manifested in pop culture, like, you're weak, you're a wimp, you're standing for people that abuse you. If you're not voting for Bernie Sanders, if you're not interested in a real left agenda, if you're not doing things like joining DSA or anarcho whatever, I mean, it could be a broad range of things, but if you're not engaged in actual left work, you're a cuck for the type of people who are like devising new methods to like put an interest rate on top of an interest rate of your student loan while ensuring, as the Trump Labor Department just did, actually officially codifying that unpaid internships are legal. If you're standing for any of these interests that people like Wayne LaPierre represent, you're by definition one of the biggest cucks on the planet. Imagine you're 20 years old in this environment and you're watching like some dumb YouTube channel about like the open exchange of ideas. You're a cuck unless you have like a multimillionaire trust fund, in which case you're an asshole, which is also bad, but a slight upgrade from cuck. I will give you that.
Yeah, the question to those people, like, what is your ideology exactly? Like, what is it that you actually believe in?
Right.
If you're a mainstream Democrat or even a moderate, like someone who describes themselves as moderate these days makes my head explode. I just don't even know what that could possibly mean.
It's bizarre because
it's just like a blind faith in the idea of America.
This also doesn't even mean it. Like if we like the way moderate is presented or centrist is presented in mainstream political conversation reflects a fraction of the population. Like, most people are to the right of where we are on social issues and close to where we are on economic issues. And when people talk about centrists, they're talking about, you know, a chunk of overrepresented people in Westchester who are like cool with gay people and want to continue to rob most people blind through financial services industries. That is not where most people are. That's not the center. It's a bizarre outlier of a global transnational elite that has come small distance on certain limited social issues that doesn't impact their ability to grossly exploit the global system.